Mary Scroggs was sitting on the wall outside Caterpillar World Headquarters, visiting with two other ladies and taking in the fresh air when an unthinkable tragedy struck.
Mary Scroggs and two others were plowed down as they walked to lunch just outside the Caterpillar World Headquarters where they worked. As emergency crews scrambled to rescue Mary from beneath the car, no one, including doctors, could imagine she would be alive to tell about it.
Since that fateful day, you've received an outpouring of support. You all went through a lot, and when did Bob retire?
He retired in October '97. I needed an early retire because my brother-in-law, Walt, died 6 months after the accident. I tried going back to work. It didn't work out. I was on full disability, and I told Bob, I said, you're out of there, you're going to early retire. And we moved to Sun City Grand in Surprise, Arizona.
Surprise, Arizona. And a lot of Peorians kind of had that direction, so you had a circle of friends while you were out there.
Yes, Dot's mother lived out there.
You moved to Arizona, you built a house, and you had a pool and a golf course, and what did you do then while you were out there?
Well, we tried bicycling out there, although the roads were not friendly to cyclists. And Dot got into golfing when his brother came out. And then in July 14, 2004, Dot died of lung cancer. He got diagnosed in May with pneumonia, and then died in July 14th. And ironically, my accident was July 18th, but we met mid-July in 1980, so I can't say July is a bad month.
Well, that's a nice positive way to look at things, and you have said that you keep a sense of humor and you keep a positive attitude. So after his death, though, since you two were soulmates,
we had a typical marriage until the accident, and after the accident we became soulmates, and we had made a pact that we would die together. I wasn't able to do that in Arizona. I came back to Peoria. I went to the Theater in Arquette. I had a friend who knew I was going to try this. I tried to join him, and surely I still get angry sometimes about this, that she called and sent me to St. Francis because I'd taken pills. Luckily, I do not remember getting my stomach pump, and now I'm still here, and I feel like if I can stop one person from driving drunk or getting in the car with somebody who's drunk, that maybe that's why I am still alive.
So you now have escaped two really near-death experiences, and you are living in the Twin Towers by yourself.
I moved in with an option to die on 14, and then when I went to die, I was going to redo it, and Carmen said, why not start from scratch? So I lived on 16, and then I got this little guy a year ago, and he's my bud.
And see, there's another reason why you had to live, so that you could meet Cruiser, because it wouldn't have been any fun without him. One thing that you do, and you briefly mentioned this, you have in mind a goal to stop at least maybe one person every class. You go to appear before victim impact panels with the American Red Cross. Anybody who gets a DUI has to take that class, is that correct?
Yes. I speak to 60, 80 people almost monthly, and I've gotten to where I even ask them if I impact them, because I was on the sidewalk at lunchtime when I got run over. Ironically, the day before, I'd been on a bike ride, and just as we were starting to leave the parking lot, a woman pulled in, got out of the car, and said, don't go. She said, something's going to happen, don't go. Well, we all looked at each other. We went on the bike ride, but I just still wonder if that woman wasn't 24 hours off on her premonition.
One question that you do ask when you go to these victim impact panels is very poignant, I think. You have them take a look at you, and then you ask them a question. What question is that?
Do you want to be responsible for leaving somebody like me? I'm totally blind in the left eye. I see a little out of the right eye. And I have Parkinsonism that shakes. I still ride a bicycle, though. But I don't think you want to wake up the next day and realize that you may not have hurt yourself. He wasn't hurt in this accident.
And you have had some of those students come up to you afterwards and just say, I will never take another drink and drive again.
That I had that people tell me that. I lead people with 5 points. The first is to stay in shape physically and spiritually. The second is to call someone when they've had an accident or lost a loved one. I'm not saying when the incident occurs, that 3 months later when they cross your line, take the time to pick up the phone and call. The third is maintain a positive attitude. The fourth, I think, is most important, and that's to keep the sense of humor. You got to be able to laugh at life. And the fifth one is don't drink and drive.